welcome to TaTa Sherise TV. And we have a lovely, lovely, lovely couple here. I'm going to introduce them. They're probably going to correct me, but we have a polygamous couple here. Polygamy as in 3. We're about to get all that straightened out right now. Okay, I want you guys to introduce yourselves, starting with your name. And yeah, tell me, what are you guys? What are y'all?
So, I'm Alana.
Alamaj, and we are not polygamous. It's polyamory.
Yeah. Polyamory. So when people describe you, how would you like to be described? A polyamorous couple?
Probably just
we're polyamorous, or just I'm Alana.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like, cause you know, you don't be like, hey, yeah, that's gay Jeff. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're right. We don't, you know what? Sometimes I am like, oh, that's my gay friend, such and such. We gotta stop doing that.
Right.
Labeling
You know, like,
labeling
it doesn't
people before we bring
define
them out.
us.
yeah, it's just, you know, part of our life. That's all. We just, you know, choose to do things a little bit different. That's all.
I feel you. Okay, so people probably really look at you guys and think like, okay, what the hell? This is like a big freak show or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, what type of reactions do you get the most? Explain what exactly you are. Explain to someone who knows nothing about polygamy or polyamorous lifestyles or anything.
Well, like I said, polygamy is something different. But basically, polyamory is just many loves. You know, poly being many, love being.
Poly as in a bunch.
Yeah, poly means multiple.
Yeah.
Amorous or amory, that means love. So directly it translates into many loves.
Many loves. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, more than 2. So our relationship is bigger than just her and I. In our particular relationship, we date women. Now there are, you know, different variations of this where it's not just, you know, 3 people or whatever. Right. There are some that are very large, you know, have many different partners or whatever.
Okay.
But I think the biggest thing is that, you know, it's everybody knows what's going on.
Right.
You know,
everybody
it's not
straight
like,
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you two been together?
We've been together for almost 12 years.
Yeah, it's been, yeah.
Like
12 years?
Almost 12 years, yeah.
And how long have you been in a polyamorous lifestyle?
11 and a half.
Damn, so y'all never was really just y'all two. It just never was y'all two.
I mean, it's been us for a while. Don't get me wrong, but it's at the same time, because you gotta think, even like if we're with somebody, there's different dynamics to it, because we can't lose the relationship that her and I have.
Right.
So, and now if we have a girl here, you know, it's like her and I will have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her will have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a relationship, then we will all have a relationship. So there are 4 things going on at the same time.
Okay, before I get to some of the juiciest questions I have.
Okay.
Are you guys married?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are married, like under God, under law, and all that stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but
so
on paper, yeah.
On paper.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. There we go. So you're a married couple who sometimes has a 3rd or 4th party in your situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. So do y'all live in the same house? Like, how does it work? Do they come to live with you, or is this like I'm dating? Is it you going out and dating someone, or him going out and dating someone, or do you always have to be together to date?
Okay, so I mean, first off with the whole living thing, it's just like any other, you know, kind of dating situation. Like, you don't just date somebody and just, you know, go on a couple of dates and be like, ooh, I like you, you're my person, move in now. I mean, you work up to that. You earn a key.
Now, but I mean, like,
Some
imagine.
motherfuckers is crazy. You know?
Yeah.
To that curse, I don't.
Yeah, nah, this is a shit, fuck damn bitch hoe.
Okay.
You know, you can
We ain't
curse,
know, we
but
ain't know.
it's a story. Okay, like, imagine, okay, I see him out and about, and we have a flirtatious conversation.
Right.
Does he go home and tell you, like, hey, I think I got somebody? You know what I mean? Like,
So it doesn't
is
work
it
like
how it
that.
is? Like, babe, I think we got one.
I mean,
like,
like,
is it like that?
We don't go out fishing or, you know, go hole hunting or nothing like that. That's not how that works. Like,
Because if I was in one, I'd be like, babe, we're going to get these hoes together.
no,
But it's not like that.
It ain't like that. I mean, if it was a situation where we was just looking for people to fuck, then that would be something
Do
different.
y'all
but
have
that
those
also,
moments where it is just, we just want to add some spice tonight?
we don't. I mean, we're not doing it to add spice. We don't need spice. Like, we are perfectly seasoned here.
I've been around them a couple times, and they are very well seasoned. You know, you guys are, get along well, always laughing, very positive energy between you two. From what I witnessed, that's why I'm so interested in learning. Is this the secret to a healthy relationship?
Well, no.
That's not the secret.
No. So here's the thing. Like, this is my friend, first and foremost. It's not just, about with her or her with me. It's like anybody that we date, you gotta follow these same rules. Like, we gotta be, if I'm gonna claim you, we gotta be friends. We gotta be able to bug out. We gotta have some things in common, So to answer your question, if I meet somebody, if I would talk to her about them, I would do the same thing I would talk to one of my friends. You know what I mean? So it'll be the same thing. So it's really no different than how you would do if you were single and you just had a friend to talk to. You know what I mean? So if you think of it that way, I know it sounds a little simplified, but it's if you think of it that way, I think it works.
Yeah, I mean that's what kind of keeps things, and that is the part that's kind of I would say the secret to any relationship. Just being open and honest and free to communicate with each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's the kind of open communication that we have. Like, if I go out and I meet somebody or somebody, new person at work or something, then I come up and be like, hey, I met this girl. Like, she's so dope. Like, and she got a fat ass. What?
The only thing is, what if it was on the flip side? What if you wanted to bring a man?
We'll see, but that would be a different conversation, and there are a lot of other polyamorous relationships that are out there like that, and sometimes they have the same kind of arrangement. Sometimes they got the arrangement where it's just like, nah, I don't really need to know about it, but I just want to know that you're safe. But with our specific arrangement, we're both proud lesbians. We're not interested in dating other men.
Okay.
That works. And I know a lot of people say a lot of things about that, but you got to remember that not everybody is into everything. So, for example, here's the thing. The thing that I like to say when this comes up is, sometimes, let's take a monogamous couple, when they're, trying to get a little freaky or whatever, and let's say they partake in anal sex, right?
Right.
Cool, no problem. How often do you flip it around and say, yeah, but what if she want to, get a dildo and go in on you? It's like, oh, no, you're not really into that. And It's okay. For us, we're not really into the whole more than one dude thing. It's just, it worked out for me. I'm not gonna front it.
I'm about to say, because what if you love her for who she is, but what if she flipped the script and be like, I want to date another man?
I will take everything that she says under consideration.
Will it still be this is all multiple love, poly love type shit?
No, because it's still the same thing. But my thing is this: I want what I want, and she know what I want. But at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm not going to compromise who I am and what I want, for whatever,
So it helps you that she's into women.
Yeah,
it helps y'all situation.
It helped the situation so much because in the beginning, it was like, all right, I want what I want, but how do I go about this or whatever? And I found out that honesty was the best policy, because if I didn't be honest about it, then I would never have known. Nope. And she's not the only one. There's plenty of women that are like that. It's just like, nah, I just want to deal with one dude. Right. And thank you.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Exactly. No problem. I'm not going to stress you about it. I'm not going to be the one like, what do you think? Nah, fuck, I'm good. Okay.
Now, I have a question. Now, from the outside looking in, a lot of people may look at you like, yo, he the man. Nigga, like, niggas going to jab you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then women on the flip side,
they want to place me in a shelter.
Attack you. And you can get called out as insecure. Mm-hmm. That would be like, I guess, the biggest thing that women who don't understand this situation probably speak up and say the most. How do you take that? How do you feel? Like, do you feel super secure in this situation?
Well, that's honestly people don't really say that to my face much. I feel like probably because they think that they're maybe trying to hurt my... Yeah, right. They may feel like they're trying to hurt my feelings. I can tell you, but the number one thing they do say is, but... I've even seen and witnessed other people's responses, like whether it's online or in conversations and things like that. They're just like, oh, well, this misogynist, patriarchal world, men have been, prevailing over women for so long, and, they're taking the power away from women and blah, 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 and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, bitch, don't nobody get my power. It's mine. I didn't give it away. This is what I want. Like, I brought it to him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you actually take the time to actually speak to people, as opposed to just assuming that just because it's one man who gets a lot of women and there's other dudes like, oh yeah, you the man, you doing this, you doing that. That don't mean all the women are brainwashed and didn't make the decision for
now,
themselves.
as her being your wife, if she said, all right, I'm done, I don't want to add another party into our situations anymore, what would you do?
I mean, everything that we go through, we gonna talk about, you know.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say, oh no, fuck you, it's over. You know what I mean,
Right.
it's not like that, you know.
I don't get y'all have that type of vibe or friendship.
Because it's not just about a sex thing,
Right.
you know.
That's what a lot of people think too when they first
No.
think of poly anything. They'll be
Don't
like,
get me
That's
wrong.
called swinging.
Yeah.
That's called, if it's just about sex, that's swinging.
Don't get me wrong. Sex is great.
Sex is amazing.
I mean, we're gonna get to that one.
What?
I got another question as soon as you finish your thought.
No, I'm just saying, but it's not just about
it's
sex. It's
definitely
about
not.
you know everything else because it's about.
It's that emotional connection. It's that chemistry that you have with somebody. It's that wanting and ability to actually build up a relationship, to build up a future, to build up a family.
Jealousy. Do you guys ever have moments of jealousy when you have your third party involved?
So because of how our relationship is, there really is no reason for jealousy. Of course, here and there you have your natural jealousies because it happens. We're human, and but a lot of the jealousy I feel like you're talking about, which I'm assuming is you with my
I have
you
two
with my woman,
types
you with my woman. Okay,
that I
so
can
which
think
ones are you
of.
talking about? Okay.
I can think of jealousy as far as someone getting a little bit more attention than someone else in the household.
Okay.
You know, especially if they're, moved in.
Okay.
You know, when someone getting a little bit more attention, affection, or emotional type of support more than the other person.
Okay.
Because you can spread yourself but so far, especially you being a man, you know.
Well, you got.
But I don't know, like
No.
that's one. And then I was thinking the other one is in the bedroom. You know, you slapped her ass a little harder than mine. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck's going on? You know, but we won't get to that part. But just jealousy in general, I guess.
So a lot of the jealousy in those departments that we've seen within our relationship, a lot of it has come from the other woman that we might be dating, and it's mostly because they don't fully understand the relationship. We have had, there have been times where someone has come in and we were dating them and they kind of thought it was a competition between she and I of who can please the man
And you've
better.
been there, so you're like, oh, bitch.
And it's just like, no, this is not a competition. Like, I'm gonna fuck you too. Like, chill back, it's fine.
Now, do you throw a strap on?
No, I'm that's not something I'm into. I mean, it's just, okay. It's a preference.
I was just wondering.
No. But other than that, like, when it comes to the way that our relationship is, because of the fact that we date women together, we are doing this not just like, he dates a woman and, she and I are, I guess the term of sister wife, meaning she and I are just friends and we're there to just, please him. We don't do that sort of thing. I'm dating her as well. So each person has, two significant others in this whole situation. So along with that, we're all together in one working relationship, so that means that if I see, our girlfriend showing attention to him, I'm not upset about it. I'm not jealous about it. I'm actually happy about that. And, same thing with in any situation. If I'm showing more attention to her or she's showing more attention to me, he's not upset about that. He's seeing two people who care about him, care about each other.
Now, do y'all have a type? Like, do y'all have, like, do she gotta have big titties? Do she gotta have a fat ass? She gotta be smart? You want someone artistic? Like, do y'all have a type?
I have a type I would prefer, but that don't mean, like, it necessarily works out like that all the time.
Right.
Because people surprise you, you
Exactly.
never, sometimes, love comes out of the uncommon of places, so
Back in the day, did you ever think you'll have two sets of titties and two sets of ass? Like in your it can happen at any time for you. You have your wife, and then every time now and then y'all engage and have a
years
relationship
ago,
with someone
yes.
else.
I mean, I'm not new to this, but I did it wrong as a
for the
as a
wrong
young man.
reasons.
Yeah, I did it wrong.
And now you're doing it for the right reasons because you found someone who understands it more?
No, it was more
or-
so myself. I mean, you don't really, you never do a relationship for somebody.
Right,
You know,
right,
you do it for yourself. So for me, it was a personal thing. You know, I went through a lot of no longer lying to myself and telling myself exactly what I wanted for me. You know, and
So you always been in the polyamorous lifestyle?
not always, but you know, I came up like most niggas will come up. You know, I would lie. You know, I would cheat. You know, and
You don't gotta do none of that shit now.
nah, but I didn't
Damn.
have to do none of that then. You know, and that was the thing. You know, once you really realize what's going on, you know, like hell, some of my past girlfriends may have been okay with it had I just been man enough to say what I wanted. You know, because actually, when you really think about what cheating is, you know, it's really just it's out of the fear emotion. You know, you're afraid of a consequence of something, so you don't want to you know, man up to whatever, or woman.
So
up.
it's not cheating if you have the conversation first.
It's not. Yeah, it's not cheating
Well,
if
it's
you
not-
know what's
Listen,
going
babe,
on.
I'm about to go out here and fuck
So
a couple
hold on.
hoes.
All right.
You know what I mean? I was just trying to let you know that I ain't
No.
cheating. I'm letting you know
Nah.
that I'm about to go.
It's about
It's a little bit more of a conversation. That
Yeah.
goes on.
Okay. It's more of an adult conversation.
Yeah.
yeah, anything that you do behind your, you know, significant other's back that you would not be willing to do in front of them or wouldn't do in front of them just on a regular basis, in my opinion, that's cheating.
Okay, so in the bedroom, who takes the lead in the bedroom? Like, is it awkward your first time with your new girlfriend? Or your
I think
new
it's-
someone you're dating? I
It's-
don't know what to call the girl either. Like, y'all got me, cause I'm like, wait,
She's
is
the
it
person.
that girl?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
like,
I mean, if we're in a relationship, then
Yeah.
yeah, it's our girlfriend. But if it's
What size
otherwise
is y'all
it's fine.
bed?
We have a
King
king
size.
size.
a king size bed, because that's very necessary for you,
Absolutely.
for your lifestyle.
Yes.
A king size bed, and you cuddle with both women. You cuddle with her, and she like it's a one big cuddle.
Yeah, it
It's a-
depends on how
yeah.
late. Yeah.
How y'all feeling?
It depends on how
Are
we
you talking
feeling.
like afterwards or like?
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna
I
say,
mean, like,
it's
say,
usually where
okay,
we
let's
drop.
say I live. I'm your girlfriend. Let's say
Alright.
I'm your girlfriend, and I live with you guys. We're all sleeping in the same bed,
Yes.
and I can roll she can roll over and just start eating my pussy, and I can just be stroking your dick, and then we just get things started.
Yeah.
Like, does
Okay.
things like that happen? Like, is that?
Yes.
Yeah, with some people, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know everybody is different.
Now, you ever be knocked the fuck out, and then they over there just eating each other out and having a great time, and you sleep,
Yeah, that can happen. And
And vice versa.
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
You wake up and she getting her. Okay, wow, that part would be kind of crazy. That part
I
would
mean,
be.
it depends on what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
If I'm tired, I stay asleep. But if I'm not, I'm like, oh, all right, jump in.
there's been times that I got up and went to sleep on the couch because I had to go to work. I mean,
Oh, while they were doing their thing.
yeah. I mean, it's like, look, maybe they didn't have to go to work. You know, shit, I'm tired.
Right.
I ain't gotta have sex every fucking time. Is something.
That they have.
Right.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I was getting to. Like, every time someone has sex, is it all three people?
Well, because
having sex?
we're in a relationship. You know what I mean? We're in a relationship. It's almost like a family. Like if you normally have, you know, sit down and have a family dinner every time you sit down, you know, and that's cool. But you ain't gonna be pissed that two cousins decided to go out to get a pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's
Or somebody, somebody's missing dinner this time around. Okay.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. Wow. Okay, so now what many people may not know is that you guys decided to create a web series based on your life and your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us a little bit more about that. It's 3 the New Normal, and I'm also in it.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah. First of all, this idea, when I heard about it, I had my ex-boyfriend. He believes in this, but for the wrong reasons. And it was just funny because I got hit up about it, and the idea automatically was interesting. And what really, really, really made me want to be a part of the project is the fact that it's based off of, your real life.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see this project going? Do you want it to, like, this is not on TV, like nothing like this really exists?
Well,
So-
yeah, we want to just, get it out there for a lot of people to take notice of it and just, just love the art for what we put it out for. It's not just, about our relationship. It's, it's 3 the New Normal, but it's also 3 different relationships that it's covering. And, it's a good show. You know, at the end of the day, it's a good show. We got great people in there, great actors, and everybody doing their good roles. So I think everybody will like it.
What do your parents think about the situation? Like, is your mom, you know, like, oh my God, baby, please no, you know, and is your dad, you know, dapping you up like when they turn that back like nigga, you know, like, is that what's going on? Like, how is it with your parents in your situation in the poly world?
No, my dad's a little, you know, old school, or you know, he basically turned to me and was like, oh no, it's not gonna work, you know. But I just let him know, like, you know, I was just letting him know because, you know, we waited to tell parents for, you know, her personal reasons. So, like, bro, I'm not new to this. I'm just letting you know now, you know.
Gotcha. And what about you?
So with me, you know, I told my mom, and you know, it was kind of a weird situation anyway. We were actually, you know, I did it wrong. Came out to her about everything. I told her that I was poly, I was bi, and I did all of this on the way home from picking up my wedding dress the week before the wedding.
Wow.
So yeah,
You just hit her all at once.
I did. I was wrong for that, but you know, for my own reasons, I decided to wait and take my time. But when I told her, you know, she didn't, I guess, overreact. But, you know, she was very silent for about 15 minutes, and then...
Damn, 15 minutes?
I know, it was
that's a long
car
time
ride.
to be quiet.
Oh, it was a long
you
car
just
ride.
like, wait.
Yeah, she was like...
So awkward.
Right?
Dude,
Oh my God, it was so awkward. So, but then she finally turned to me, and she was just like, is it because I breastfed you?
Breastfed you, damn, because the titty in the mouth got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the main reason why we just said something because we just didn't want anyone to notice that, you know, we kissing on somebody or being affectionate towards someone else if they didn't know what was going on, because that could be a little weird.
Yeah.
Especially on my side. You know, you don't want to see me out with another girl and think, oh man, this dude is just the worst, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
And beforehand, his aunt had already pulled me to the side and said, now if I see a bitch all close up on him, you just let me know when I knock ass out. I'm just like, whoa, auntie, it's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay. But then when she
You
found
be like, no, that's
out,
our girlfriend.
right,
Yeah, right.
it's okay.
Oh
I said,
man,
no.
because that'll be some shit. You out and about with your third lover, and then if somebody see you and then they calling you and you like, oh, I know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
wait, what do you mean you know? Oh, that's Lisa.
Right.
Lisa is ours.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Oh man. Okay. What if one of you fall in love with the person, like fall deeply and madly in love with the person that you bring on? Is, you know, because to me, relationships are relationships, but sometimes they have levels. And, you know, I believe in soul connections. You know what I mean? And a deep level of love to the point where you want no one else. You know, where you literally want no one else.
So, you gotta think.
You know, I'm not saying that happens for everybody, but
Right.
that's something that I would desire to have, and that's something a lot of people desire to have. You know, that's some like one of a kind type shit.
So in my opinion, I feel like it's something that a lot of people desire to have because that's how they love.
Okay.
But on the other hand, a lot of people only desire things that way because it's the fairy tale that they're used
norm.
to hearing. That's their
What
norm.
they're taught, so they're supposed to have.
Exactly. So I know, at least for me, I can speak for me specifically, I'm the type of person where I feel like my love for one person is not going to change my love for anybody else. And everyone that you love differently.
So you believe you can be in love with more than one person?
Absolutely.
In love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Because
That's the
I feel
point.
like that is the reason why people can fall deeply and madly in love with someone. Something tragically happens to that person. Maybe they pass away or something, and someone else is able to fall in love again. I feel like that same love is a kind of deep and spiritual love that
You can have while everybody's alive.
exactly you can have
Okay.
while everyone's alive. And again, and it's also like a family. I said that, you know, before, but it's almost like, you know, being in a family. You know, I am not going to love one of my family members differently, or not necessarily differently, but less than another. You love people differently. You love your family differently, but you're not going to love or care about a family member less because of the fact that you knew them first.
Okay.
You know.
So do you think people who only love one person and that's it, do you think they're cutting themselves short of something bigger that they could have?
No.
Or you just think that's just the way they love?
That's just the way they love.
Just,
like
okay.
polyamory, that's the way I love. I love openly and I love hard and I love, you know.
And you feel the same way.
Yeah,
You love
absolutely.
openly and hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I did say one last question, but give me what are the 3 top benefits of being poly, in your opinion? What are the 3 top benefits? I mean, they can be different. It could be your 3 and your 3. They don't have to be.
Well, our top is
collectively.
the same though.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. For me, all right, I'm gonna do it from the aspect of being serious with somebody, or them being always around, or living together or something.
Mm-hmm.
Dishes. I'm a
Dishes.
Oh man, I fucking hate to do dishes.
You got 2 women doing the dishes.
No,
not
that. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, well, nigga, then you don't wash no dishes.
No, I definitely wash dishes.
Okay,
I
you
definitely
just
wash
split in
dishes.
3.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like when you
Instead of
get,
2.
basically, you know, you can get, like when you get to a relationship part when, you know, it's like, all right, I have a partner. It's like, all right, let's go ahead and take over the world together, you know, our world. Let's do that. But now you got 3 people to do that. You know, it makes it a lot better if you got, you know, shit, if you splitting bills 3 ways instead of 2 ways. You know what I mean? For example.
I knew the financial part was going to come up.
So that can be awesome. Cuddling.
Cuddling?
As a man, as a grown ass, secure man, I'm gonna say cuddling.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome. That's
Having
awesome.
palming both asses. Like you got one ass over here and you got another ass. You got both asses, a titty in this mouth, and you lay back. You know you.
Okay, all right, yeah. I was talking.
I know what happened.
I was talking more innocent couch shit, but yeah,
Oh,
okay.
My bad.
We
You
can
know, I
do
took
that,
it there.
yeah.
That's all we.
Yeah.
All I just see in my head is I just see you like a guy. Your locks is down, and you got her natural hair is blowed out. I can imagine this is another sister over here too. Her natural hair blow. Everybody ass is fat, and everybody just
Lord
laid
have
out
mercy.
naked, titties everywhere. You're cuffing some ass. Like I just see like a real artistic type of trio, uno dos tres type picture thing going on. Like I
Okay.
just see. That's what I see.
Okay.
But you know, y'all
Very
actually
vivid.
live it
Yeah,
very
very
vividly.
Very
Okay, so financially, chores. I'll say chores,
Okay.
dishes and chores, and cuddling for you.
And the last thing I would have to say is communication.
I mean, y'all got to communicate. It's 3 of y'all. Somebody got to.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just, you know, because whoever I'm going to claim is going to be dope on the inside. You know, of course, you know, your outside is official because that's why I approached you. But when I stuck around was because I understood something about how your mind worked, you know. So I like how your mind works. And we sit there and just vibe, you know, and just find out what's going on and just, you know, just look at the world and have conversations and shit. That's awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Right,
And what about
right.
you?
So for me, like he said, dishes and honestly, like, because the dishes and finance and all of that kind of goes hand in hand for me.
Okay.
Because that at that point is just like, as people, we all always just trying to make it. We all always just trying to build up something great to put our name on and say, we did that shit. We made this. This is beautiful. We can live life lovely. And having more than, you know, just you and one other person doing it, you can team up with, you know, any, like, all the people that you meet, that you form that kind of beautiful connection with, and y'all just like, yeah, we could build off each other. Yeah, we got that going together. Yeah, we can do this. You could do that. You're
There's
great at
multiple
this.
checks and multiple dicks and clicks.
This-
You know, it's just all together.
Exactly. Checks and dicks and clicks. Put it together and you got the dream working. That's exactly how it works.
Y'all should
Right?
get y'all should get a t-shirt.
Oh, shit.
Done. Checks, dicks, and clicks.
Exactly.
Put it together, and then have people turn around. The dream.
Exactly. Equals the dream.
You know?
So, but it, you know, so that's one of the big things for me. And then right underneath that, really closely for me is, you know, family is a big thing for me. you know, building up, you know, a close-knit family, a group of people who, you know, you can depend on, that you can build and bring children into, form minds together, and really just make better people for this world. Like, just knowing that, again, I'll meet some dope people. These dope people could get together with my dope people, and we could just make some more dope people. And
Nice.
just really have that all together and experience that all together. Like, I love that. You know, just imagine having, like, you know, a house full of people that love each other. Like, that can't be no better, you know? And then, so the third thing about that, for me, I don't know, maybe it might be the same as the first thing, but just the ideas. You know, being able to sit around with people that you're on the same page with, learning from each other, constantly learning from each other. You know, it's one thing when you learn from one person that you have, like, that's an amazing feeling. When you're with somebody that you know that you can learn from every day, and that can, like, you know, help your mind expand on a level that you never knew that you had.
Right.
Imagine when you meet someone else, you're adding to that pot of just greatness. You know what I mean? So table conversations are off the hook.
I mean, y'all dinners are probably off the chain.
Popping.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do today?
What we gonna do?
You know what I mean?
You know?
Like,
Right.
what we all doing? Okay.
Exactly.
Well, thank y'all so much for allowing me to dig all in your personal life
No
and
problem.
No problem.
ask all of these personal, some inappropriate questions.
You good.
I really appreciate it, and I do respect you guys, and I love you guys. I've been around you a couple times now. Always amazing, positive vibes. There really never any type of weirdness between them, and it's just, I don't know. Like, is this the way of life? You know? No, but I want you specifically as a black woman,
Yes.
to tell my black women, my black female, my honestly, not even just black, my female viewers, what not to think when they see a woman like you, or how to open their mind, I should say, or, you know, what it is. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't got to do much to convince none of these niggas of anything.
I'm just trying to tell them to stop lying, but
You know, I mean, hey, listen.
Exactly.
We will get you to say that. But, you know, what is something that you want, you know, my female viewers to know in regards to this?
Ladies. I know that there's a lot of, and I use this word all the time, there's a lot of malice, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of just bad vibes when it comes to a lot of us women thinking and seeing, observing, hearing about polyamorous relationships where there is one man and multiple women. Now, I'm only speaking on polyamory because there are other, you know, branches, other things, other types of relationships that are centered the same way. But only speaking of polyamory, and definitely speaking specifically from mine, you have to remember that, yes, us as women, we went through so much when it came to us fighting for our equal rights, fighting for our power as women. We're still in the middle of the fight. We're constantly in the middle of the fight. However, what we need to remember and understand as women is we have as much power as we are going to give ourselves. If you give your power away to someone else, then you gotta blame nobody else but you. So when you see a woman in a situation like mine where I'm just one woman, and I'm with a man who is dating multiple women, please don't assume that I am brainwashed. Don't assume that somebody planted a seed in my head. Don't assume that, you know, I've been manipulated into thinking that if I don't go into this way of life with him, that he was gonna leave me and oh, woe is me, I couldn't live life without him. No, that's not how things work with me. That's not how things still are with me. That's not how things are with so many women out here that are participating in this same love style. Instead of having an assumption, have a conversation. Don't get angry. Get questionable. Ask a question. Get inquisitive. You know, if you don't understand something, ask us. If we don't want to talk about it, well, you know, It's our personal business. It's none of your damn business. But if we do, then listen. Because you never know what you're gonna learn. You never know what your mind is gonna open to. I'm not trying to convince you to do something. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can handle this kind of lifestyle. But I am very happy in where I am, and I am way more happy than I've ever been in any relationship.
She never got an attitude from what I witnessed.
No.
They always fucking happy. That's why I was over here thinking, I'm like, damn, what is going on? Like, is it because they're open, honest, and free? Like, what is going on? But it just, talking to you guys made me see the light of other things, like other ways to love and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just wanted you to say your point to the people, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And you said you was gonna tell these niggas to stop lying.
Yeah, man, just keep it 100. If you want to do other things, say what you want to do.
Yeah. Say what you want.
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Right.
Just keep it 100. Mine is short.
That's it. My bad, I ramble, but
Thank you guys so much.